Now it's time for Farmland News with Fladeboe Land.
Very glad to have in studio with us Kristine Fladeboe Duininck from Fladeboe Land, and always a pleasure to have Kristine with us. Kristine, good morning.
Good morning, Jason. Good morning to the community. It's great to be here.
It is very much great to have you here as always, and boy, a beautiful rain. Sounds like pretty much around hopefully all of our listening area. Everybody got a shot, hopefully, I hope.
I'm so thankful for the moisture thus far this spring, early summer.
Yes.
Very timely.
Yes, very much so. And also, should remind our listeners here, Kristine, that you have a pair of podcasts that you do. One is for Fladeboe Land, and the other is the One Pebble podcast. And I understand you had a very special guest on that podcast here, or will be having one, I should say.
That is correct. I had so much fun yesterday. Again, we are grateful for the two podcasts we have, Fladeboe Land, like we're doing this morning. Mm-hmm. And then my children and I started a podcast called TheOnePebblePodcast. You can find that on Apple, Spotify, and YouTube.
Okay.
And we interview local people or even people across the world that have stepped out in courage and to just do special things. Mm-hmm. And so yesterday it was really fun. In studio, I had Ron Fagen, and Ron, his wife Diane, and sons Aaron and Evan and their families have the Fagen Fighters World War II Museum in Granite Falls, Minnesota. That podcast will release with Ron speaking on Tuesday, June 23rd. But it was just a fascinating interview yesterday. Couple things I'll say now with D-Day, just I believe
Saturday, actually.
On Saturday is June 6th.
Yes, June 6th.
1944, Ron's father, Ray, landed on Utah Beach and fought for our country. Gets me a little bit choked up, Jason.
Yeah.
I'm just so grateful for the men and women who served and fought for our freedoms today. May we never forget.
Exactly.
And so Ray Fagen, he earned 3 battle stars, one being for D-Day. But just couldn't be more grateful for the Fagen family that they're preserving history.
Yeah.
It's really, that museum is really a gift to the world. I actually took a tour this week down at the museum, and I was reminded how special it is, Jason, how impactful that museum is.
Oh, yeah.
I just encourage everyone to go down to Granite Falls, tour the Fagen Fighters World War II Museum.
I echo that too. That it is. I've been there 2-3 times, and I'm going to go again someday. And it's everybody should see. And like you said, it's just a fantastic. Preserving our history and everything to see down there, and just a wide range of. There's actually an exhibit there highlighting what his dad did at Utah Beach. That's just one thing you'll see. You'll see planes and tanks, and but then you come into the other building, and then all of a sudden, there's a boxcar that was used to transport Jews around Europe to various concentration camps and things of that sort. So
yeah, it was just incredibly special. Like you said, the exhibit with his dad coming off the Higgins boat at Utah Beach, there's actually sand from Utah Beach there at the beaches of Normandy. And I just got choked up thinking about Ray Fagen's service to our country, and I just want to again, thank all the men and women who have fought so hard for our freedoms. And I'm just super thankful to the Fagen family. They went above and beyond to put this museum on for the world. Actually, everything in that museum works. Everything works.
Yes,
every
does.
airplane, every car. It's just, I don't think you can find another museum like it. Nothing is roped off. I would have ate off the floor. It's impeccable.
Yeah, it is impeccable. Yes, it is. Yeah.
And I'm just really grateful. So on the podcast, Ron does an amazing job of sharing about his passion for flying, his gratitude for his dad. He talks about the museum and D-Day and his family and him growing up and what his dad was like, what his childhood was like.
Wow.
And I think people are going to find that really special.
Boy,
and
I got to listen to that. Yeah.
Again, I'm just grateful for the Fagens and everybody here that, we just inspire each other, encourage each other, educate each other. And
Exactly.
we live in such a special place. I feel really blessed. One more highlight, I'll say, my brother and business partner, Glen, he just turned 50 on May 30th.
Oh, my gosh. He's the big 5-0.
The
Wow.
big 5-0. I just released a podcast on the One Pebble podcast with my brother Glen. I was interviewing my brother and business partner. It was so darn fun, Jason. And so people can look that up if they want to. It's a really fun conversation celebrating Glen's life and the impact that he's had in this world.
Yeah.
But I'm excited. We have so many people that we're working for and representing. We just absolutely love this work, and we're incredibly grateful. We have a lot of projects coming up. I just first want to highlight the Gaffaney Family Farm. That will be a 2-parcel auction opening Wednesday, July 15th, and that is located it is located about 8 miles northeast of Glenwood, or northwest of Villard, I should say.
Okay.
That's in Levin Township, again, of Pope County. That is 2 parcels, and one of the parcels is hunting land with CRP. The other parcel is tillable land. We're just super proud to represent the Gaffaney family. Matter of fact, one of the family members has worked on our parents' farm for probably close to 20 years. And they're just a family to be extremely proud of. But these parcels, if you're looking for land close to Glenwood, Alexandria, and Villard, we're really proud of this project. Secondly, I want to say this is a really exciting project, Jason. The Stulen family. Get this, Jason. Back in 1988, our father was hired to sell farm machinery and equipment for the Stulen family in 1988.
Oh, wow. And here we go again.
Here we go again. It's 2026. Again, I share all this with an excited and grateful and humbled spirit. The Stulen family calls back, and we're so blessed to go to work for them. This is an awesome property. It'll all be sold as 1 parcel. The land has been surveyed. It's 60 tillable acres, 65.13 surveyed acres. That's going to be an online-only auction opening August 20th, closing August 27th. Do find those details on our website, fladeboeland.com. But I'll tell you, that's close to the bike trail in Spicer.
Oh, okay.
It's located between Spicer and not too far from the Willmar High School, super close to the bike trail. And whether you keep it in tillable or you want to put it in CRP, I mean, it is an awesome location, awesome property, and just very grateful to go to work for the Stulen family. I'll quickly go back to the Gaffneys. I don't think I told you those auction dates. The Pope County parcels open Wednesday, July 15th, and they close Wednesday, July 22nd.
Okay.
Again, we love all these families equally, and there's so much I could say. But the Pamplona family, they just have also been a blessing to go to work for. Their property is located in Mamre Township, north of Pennock. That's 119 acres of farmland. And that's a beautiful area, a farm to be very proud of. That is a listing. Do find that on our website, fladeboeland.com. It's right off of a blacktop highway with very scenic surroundings if you're looking for any bit of farmland north of Pennock. Then I'm excited. We have some amazing projects that we're working on that you'll be able to find on our website soon. It's called the Triden Properties. This is going to be a 2-parcel listing in Grant County. And that's over 270 total acres in Grant County. That'll be coming up more than likely this fall. Then we have a 2-parcel auction for the same family in Stevens County. That's 192 tillable acres. 2 parcels to be really proud of. Again, Stevens County farmland, quality ground. Do look for that upcoming auction on our website, fladeboeland.com. We're so proud to go to work for the Triden Properties Limited Partnership. Couple more things. Jason, do I have time for 2 more things?
You certainly do, yep. Mm-hmm.
We're excited and grateful to go to work for a family that owns farmland just north of Renville. This will be 212 total acres to be sold in 2 parcels. Again, 212 total acres to be sold in 2 parcels just north of Renville, Emmet Township. If you're looking for quality farmland in Renville County, we're going to be releasing those details soon, but we're working behind the scenes on a very exciting project here in Renville County. We're also excited to go to work for the Harms family, Jim and Bee Harms, who have sadly both passed away. I thought the world of Jim and Bee Harms. They have a beautiful farm in Edwards Township, Kandiyohi County. It's 154 acres. That's just on the east side of Raymond. Again, that was owned by Jim and Bee Harms. Quality folks that don't become any kinder than that.
Yeah,
They're salt of the earth people. And I was so blessed to know them in my life. We had their personal property auction many, many years ago, and it's now time to sell their farmland. That will either be an auction or a listing. We're working behind the scenes on that exciting project. But again, we want the public to know if you're looking for an awesome 154 acres of beautiful tillable ground just east of Raymond, that will be coming soon. Jason, bottom line,
you guys are busy.
I'm just scratching the surface. There's more I can't tell you about. But no, we are grateful. We love this work, and we are just so blessed to represent sellers and buyers and to work hard in the community. We've been at this for 48 years, but I will say every day we're a work in progress. We're learning every day, and we're nothing but thankful to walk by people in this journey.
Exactly. And, like you said, that, if we stop learning, we're in big trouble.
That's so true.
And that also should mention, we've been talking about, obviously, these sales, but your services, include, if the listeners want a live or an online auction, obviously you can do whichever, complimentary consultations, market analysis, and, of course, professional auctioneers, and a ton of services you guys offer that we haven't had a chance to talk about.
Thank you. I'll say this quickly, and when we run out of time, you cut me off.
No
we do auctions, we do listings, and we do private sale negotiations. Sometimes people will call us and say, I've found the buyer. I want you to negotiate on our behalf, price the farm on our behalf, do the paperwork on our behalf, and we want you to do all of that privately without it going to the market as a third party to help us with your professional services. That's about 30% of the work that we do, Jason.
Wow, sure.
About 50% of the work we do is live and online auctions or online-only auctions. A lot of the public wants to take their farmland to auction, thereby giving everyone the opportunity to bid through the spirit of competition, creating the highest price possible and a fair opportunity for all. So auctions are alive and well. They're an amazing way to sell farmland and hunting land. And we have some properties that we take to listing where we put a price on the property and work hard for the seller that way. But again, we just live in such a special place. And
yes, we do.
I love people, Jason. I know you do too.
I do too, and obviously, what you were talking about with the family that you worked with back in 1988, or working with them again. I mean, if that isn't a testimonial to the way you guys handle things and go about things, I don't know what is. That's unbelievable.
That's kind. Again, I'll be the first to say that we're all a work in progress.
Yes.
So I want to keep my heart in the right spot first and be humble. But I say with humble confidence, I'm proud of our high character, high integrity, our professionalism. I'm proud of our parents who are still alive and have been an awesome example. And we just expect a lot of ourselves. We want to treat families as if they were part of our own family, and look at their farmland or hunting land as if we owned it ourselves. So how can we look out for the best interest of others and really run a company with professionalism, integrity, and compassion? So it's been a joy. We're 48 years in the making, thanks to the good Lord, and it's been nothing but a blessing and a joy. But we're just so thankful to the community.
Yeah, definitely. Well, again, the way you guys do things, that's why you're so busy. And again, the listeners want to know more about those upcoming auctions and everything Fladeboe Land is all about. Just go to their webpage, fladeboeland.com, and check things out there. And obviously, give you guys a call if they're looking to sell some land, like you said, whatever, agricultural, recreational, whatever it may be. So.
Thank you. We appreciate that. That's right. Go to fladeboeland.com, and I'll just encourage myself and everyone one more time. 2 days from now on D-Day, may we pause to think of all the people that served for our freedom.
Yes, please do that. Hey, Kristine, thanks for being with us.
Thank you, Jason. It's been great to be here.
You bet. Take care.